Now, let us proceed with the last topic of Unit 4, that is what the duplicate document detection. Means I have retrieved the documents based on my query, but all these documents are duplicate. Now, in this case, how I should eliminate those duplicate document? Now, for that purpose, we are using one coefficient that is called as a Jaccard coefficient. Okay, first of all, let me see. We know that in web, full of duplicated contents are present. Now, how you can find out this duplicate content? If it is an exact match, then it is easy to eliminate. Simply instead of two documents, you will keep only one document. But if it is a near duplicates, means some of the part is repeated and some of the part is different, then such duplicates are called as a near duplicates. Now, it is difficult to remove near duplicates. Now, how we can do that one? Here, what similarity we want to find out? Syntactic similarity as opposed to semantic similarity. Now, how you can find out two documents are near duplicates? By using a value that is called as a threshold. The similarity between the two document, if it is greater than that threshold, for example, if I am considering the threshold as a 80%, and if two documents are similar only 80%, then such documents will be called as a near duplicates. Okay, when they are similar 100%, then that is a exact duplicate. When they are similar only 80% based on my threshold, it will be called as a near duplicate. Okay, now how you can find out that a particular document is a near duplicate? By using a set of shingles. Okay, now what do you mean by shingles? Shingle means what? A words engram, means whatever is your text, those text I am dividing into token. So each token may contain one word or multi-word. So based on that, I am saying it as a engram. If it is containing one word, unigram, two words, bigram, that we have seen. Okay. Now, shingles are used as features to measure the syntactic similarity between these grams. Okay. Now, here what they are saying, for example, n is equal to 3. A rose is a rose is a rose would be represented as a sheet of shingles. Means when I am saying 3, then what I have to do in this case? What I have to do in this case? N is equal to 3. Means what? Divide your sentence into n is equal to 3. That is the word. Now, how it will happen? A rose is the first division. Okay. Now, the second division. Again, a rose is. Okay. Now, the third division. What I am doing? It is what? Is a rose. Okay. Because only 2 are left, but I want 3. That's why I am taking is a rose. Though 2 words a rose is left, I am making use of the previous word. Okay. Now, for this similarity finding between two documents, using the shingles, I am using Jaccard coefficient. What I am using? Jaccard coefficient. Now, what is the formula for Jaccard coefficient? Let me see that one. One second. What is the formula for Jaccard coefficient? A and B are two sets. Means A and B are two documents. Then I will try to find out the intersection of it divided by union of it. Okay, intersection is based on your grams. Okay, means if you are going by unigram or engram, that you have to decide. Now here, what you should keep in mind while applying the Jaccard coefficient is your A should not be null and your B should not be null. Okay, A should not be null and B should not be null. Now, Jaccard of A comma A is 1. Of course, all the words will match. That's why here you will get 8 by 8. If your A is containing 8 words, then you will get all the words in the intersection as well as all words in the union. So you will go for 8 by 8, that is what the 1. Now, when in two documents not a single word is matching, then in that case the intersection will be 0. And when I am having 0 in the numerator, I will get the Jaccard coefficient as 0. Okay. Now, A and B don't have to be the same size, of course. It is not the compulsion that A and B will have the same size. Though they are of different size, I am going to consider its size by union. Okay, and always assign a number between 0 and 1. Yeah, because of Jacob coefficient, we will always get the number in between the 0 and 1. Now let us see an example with which you will understand how much two documents are similar, and when it is 1, then it is a exact duplicate. When it is a 0 to 1, it is a near duplicate, and it is difficult to eliminate a near duplicate. Exact duplicate can be eliminated easily. Just keep one of it and keep the other one. Now, what are your three documents? These are your three documents, D1, D2 and D3. Okay. Now, based on the shingle of size 2, means I am considering the bigram here. Okay. And I want to find out the Jaccard coefficient in between D1, D2 as well as in between the D1, D3. Now, what I should find out here, two words should be there in these documents in same sequence. Now listen, when I am considering D1 and D2, how the two words are similar. Jack London is present with the same sequence. So the count is 1. London travelled is also present in the same sequence. So my count is 2. Again travelled 2 is present in the same sequence. So my count is 3. So by considering the size of your gram, n is equal to 2, how many two words are there common in between the two documents? 3. Two words are common. So the intersection of D1 and D2 for bigram will be what? 3. Now let us see what is the union of D1 and D2. Now in D1 I am having 5 words. Okay, the size of the D1 is what? 5. Now in D2 size is what? 8. So when I take union, I will get 8. So what is the Jaccard coefficient of D1 and D2? 3 by 8. Okay. Now when I go for D1 to D3, are there any two words present in the same sequence from D1 to D3? Just see. Jack travelled. Is it present in the D1 anywhere? No. In between London is there. Are you understanding? When I am going for D1 to D3, here is Jack travelled. But here is what? Jack travelled is separated by London. So you should not consider it. Now, travelled to is here. But here in between the travelled to, who is there? From Auckland is there. Okay. So nothing is common when you are considering the bigram in D1 and D3. No two words are available in the same sequence in D1 and D3. So the intersection will be what? 0. And what will be the union size of it? The maximum size, that is 8. Now what will be the Jaccard coefficient? 0. Okay. So this is what? Very sensitive to dissimilarity. Means it is not exact duplicate. It is what? Nearly duplicate. Okay. Are you understanding? The D1 and D2 are nearly duplicate, while D1 and D3 are not at all duplicate. Okay. So like this, as shown in the example, Jaccard coefficient will help you to find out exact similarity and whether it is exact duplicate or nearly duplicate. So this is the end of your unit 4, in which we have seen using dictionary and posting how we can represent the document in inverted index, how we can compress it using the dictionary compression and posting compression, what is the other technique of the representation, signature files, and how we can process the query using those representation, and how we can find out a duplicate document, and how we are going to avoid in our retrieval process the duplicate document. So this is the end of your unit 4. Thank you.